And welcome to the Underground Crypto Deep Dive Show. Where are all my undergrounders? Throw something in the comments. Let me know that you are here. Of course, I'm going to have to fix my camera as always. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Let's see. Nope, this is definitely not on the right thing. All right, there we go. Am I in the frame? Am I not in the frame? All right, there we go. Welcome to Underground Crypto Deep Dive Show. Here we are at the Crypto Bubbles, where we start most shows. Let's toggle the drop down 1 through 1,000. Little bit of green. This looks like a very sideways day to me. The biggest losers are down here 8 to 1,000, right? By market cap, if you're not familiar with that. And yeah, where are all my people at? Did anybody post that we're live? Let's see. Let's go to the main. We are live at everyone. There's the call. The call has been put out. So Luna Classic up 6.2%. Zcash up 6.6%. And this white bit is up 6.2%. These are not amazing pumps for today, guys. This is a pretty flat day. You do have some good pumps here, though. Now, when you average it out, it's only 0.66%, but of course, that's an average across 100 tokens. Gwei up 14.8%. I like Gwei quite a bit. Ape up another 11.5% to what? A high of 16.5 cents. BSB is up 37%. Genius is up 14%. Asteroid up 28.1%. We were looking at charts when it came to Asteroid. Looks like it did the thing. And Sky AI up 32%. Let's drop down another 100 here. Orca 22.6% to the upside. Bio Protocol 20.3%. We put out a couple charts for that. Nioris up 18.4%. Never sure if I'm saying that right, but that's just what I'm going to go with right now. Tag, we saw Tagger was doing well, up 25.9%. Form, which I'm pretty sure is ticker 4. Yeah, okay. Because it's a forum, you know, it lives on like 4chan, that kind of stuff. 9.2%. White is down 13.2%, so that's really interesting. And Flow up 9.5%. Let's go ahead and move along to our price rundown here while we give everybody a minute to come to the stream. Bitcoin $76,431, Ethereum $2,260, XRP $1.37. Not looking very good on the 7-day percentage here, is it? And all these charts look pretty much the same, don't they? At least they rhyme, don't they? All right. BNB $615, Solana $83.19, Dogecoin still hanging at about 10.5 cents, up 9.6% in the last 7 days. One of the few things in the top 100 that is up on the 7-day, anything considerable, right? Whitebit just had a move today. It's up 3.5% in the last 7 days. Hyperliquid, Strongcoin, $40.06. And even it's down on the 7-day. Cardano 24.5 cents. XMR $379, Chainlink $9.11, Zcash $349, Canton Network 15 cents, XLM high 15 cents, almost 16 cents. Where are all my people at? I hope my settings are correct here. If you're here and you can hear the sound of my voice, please throw something in the chat. Meme Core number 25 by market cap, down to $3.18, 4.1 billion, down 27%. So it has had a big pullback, but it had a big pump. It's not good when you see big pullbacks in random parts of the market where everything else is not pulling back and you didn't even get a pump. That's bad news. So I'm glad it's not in that territory. Avalanche $9.11, HBAR a high 8 cents. There we are. I see a few people rolling in. Throw something in the comments so I know who is here. Let's see. SWE 90 cents. Man, that's a good price. I'd like to buy some SWE. Let's go down and see where Flare is for the king of Flare, the blues guy. It is number 85 by market cap. Still hanging in there. Let's go take a look at what is trending today. So we have this AI Tech Cloud Network, or ACN. That's interesting. Mega ETH. We've covered Mega ETH many times. Did they just token generate? Is that what's going on here? Let's go to max chart. Yeah, today is their token generation event. Okay. I was not aware of that. We've been following the project for a while, but I didn't realize that they had not put out their token yet. So we'll talk about Mega ETH. We will talk about AI Tech Cloud Network here. Pudgy Penguins, I say the strongest NFT project in the game. Asteroid Shiba making a return here. We've talked about that many times. Terra Luna Classic, a lot of speculation on it. Bitcoin Monad Orca, decentralized exchange on Solana. And of course, Solana is on here. Rave DAO just won't go away. Sui trending today. Naoris, Protocol, Ethereum, Polmatic, and Mega USD, which does that have anything to do with Mega ETH? I'm not 100% sure. Let's take a look at Mega ETH here, because some people might need a reminder of what this project is. It's been some time. 186.2 million in market cap. Let's see. Smart contract platform. It's a layer 2. Let's go to their website here. I know that they were touting real time. Yep. Real time blockchain network, Mega ETH. They did it like old record covers, which I thought was pretty cool. 10 plus gigas per second. Sub 10 millisecond block time settled on Ethereum, making Ethereum extremely fast. And this is a little diagram, or moving diagram, I guess, that I thought really encapsulated what a real-time blockchain is, right? So a traditional blockchain, here's all your transactions coming in. I guess they're red and green for buys and sells, I'm not sure, but they're transactions nonetheless, and then they get grouped up into blocks. Blockchain, I hope you've put that together at this point. But in Mega ETH, to make it much faster and a constant flow of data, they're just putting the transactions in smaller boxes before they finalize them, right? Before they send them out. And then, of course, here you kind of have, oh, that's hilarious, like a SpongeBob SquarePants. So they did their, they did it like old album covers and stuff. That's pretty cool. I like that. So Mega Mafia is a collective of early stage founders building new net app that showcase the power of crypto without constraint. The group co-lives and co-builds alongside Mega ETH core team. So the Mega Mafia is a part of, Mega ETH's team, but they're not the core team. And advisors all over the world, ranging from isolated offsites to industry-wide gatherings. And it's pretty interesting stuff. So what is it? Real-time finality. Very, 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 very fast finality for Ethereum. Ethereum could definitely use that. I am actually pretty bullish on this. We finally have a token, and it is 17 cents. Could be a good buy. It could definitely go lower. Definitely use the power of scaling in versus just one big buy, right? AI Tech Cloud Network has been around since September 1st, 2023. It's got 23 million in its market cap, 2 billion max supplies, 1.95 billion. That's an overstanding supply. So it's 1.7 billion circulating. Okay, don't be confused between circulating supply and outstanding. The difference is, you have your max supply, the most there'll ever be. Then you have what's actually out and circulating. That's how you fix your number for your price per token. And then you have the outstanding supply, which a lot of times will tell us what it is, where they've minted tokens, but they're not really out in the supply yet. But on chain, we know that they exist, right? And it's saying, looks about 30 million tokens for marketing, right? So they can pay for marketing, pay people who do marketing, influencers, all of that jazz, right? Makes a lot of sense. Sorry, I almost didn't go to the website. Let's go to the website. So intelligence infrastructure for next generation AI. So we know it's AI. It has the word cloud in it, so I'm assuming it works like a cloud network, right? If you're familiar, you should be. Most of your storage and things for your iPhones and stuff is all cloud. And it is also infrastructure. So a decentralized ecosystem for computation, autonomous agents, and large-scale workflows. So you can see this is something that would really complement the back end of somebody who was building something, who put something together, who wanted to scale something. ACN Engine, enterprise-grade infrastructure behind autonomous AI, a unified stack for building, deploying, and scaling AI systems. Where are all my people at? I see that you're here, but I'm not getting a single comment. What's up with you guys? Say hello. Don't be shy. Enterprise scale AI compute infrastructure. Production ready infrastructure with tier 3 availability and enterprise grade reliability. Uptime, they always say this, 99.9%. Transparency, market pricing. So deploy some GPUs now so you can buy some computational resources. I've said it a million times and I will say it again. AI is all about resources. Oracles for data feed, GPUs and RAM and all kinds of things for memory. Basically anything that you would normally need for a computer, right? Have you ever had your computer run slow and it's like you need more RAM? You need more memory. Your GPU's used too slow. Your graphics card too slow. Like all of that type of stuff. Well, AI needs all of those resources as well. And on top of needing all of those resources, if you think about a chat like ChatGPT, and there's many other ones, right? We've gone over a lot of these different things, what each one of them is good at, but they all need constant data feed. So here's the test. If you have ChatGPT or any of them, Gemini, it doesn't matter what you have, right? As long as it's actually AI, right? And not Siri, basically. When a current event happens and it's like within less than 2-3 hours of it happen, go ask ChatGPT or Gemini about it, and you will find that they don't know that it happened yet. So what is controlling that? Well, that would be data feed. The data, the more recent data of this happening is not being fed to them fast enough. And it has a lot to do with their back end. And I've hit back probably 50 times now. John 3:16 in the house. What's up? He says, bless up. God bless you. Thanks for being here. I don't know why it won't just go back. That's so weird. It only does this when I'm live streaming, where like I hit back on pages and it just doesn't go. So we talked about Mega ETH, real-time finality, think super fast blockchain for Ethereum, which Ethereum could greatly benefit from. Then we have this AI tech cloud network. That's what we just went over. Pudgy Penguins, you should be familiar with. Bitcoin, we have Asteroid Shiba. Now it's a meme coin, all right? Spill the beans. It's not some mega infrastructure RWA project. It is just a meme coin. But people seem to like it. 148.8 million. I think it's because it has Shiba in it, maybe. It's got the dog in like a spacesuit. I don't know why people go nuts for it, but they do. Ethereum contracts. This is meme that's doing very well on Ethereum, right? Not Pump.Fun, not Solana. This is on Ethereum. I don't know if somebody made a copycat over there. Be careful about stuff like that. Remember, you can always come directly. Something like CoinMarketCap. I like CoinGecko much better. And you can get the contract address right here. And if it doesn't match that contract address or network, see how this says Ethereum? If it has a different contract address and it's on like Solana, it's the wrong coin. If it has a different contract address and it's on Ethereum, it's still the wrong coin. So let's make sure that we are buying the right coins here. Never financial advice. Says ZBCN, Zebek Network, partnered with XRP today. Is that official? Can you give me what happened? What happened? Like, what did they partner in? Did they make an investment in each other? What are they doing? Any idea what they're doing? I can look it up maybe later in the news segment. So Terra Luna Classic, should know what that is. Monad Solana, Sky AI. We've been over a couple of times now. It's AI. It's in the name. SkyAI.pro. That's the website. Just like the contract address, make sure you're going to the right addresses. They did like this Pink Floyd vibe here. It's very weird. The website's kind of cool when you scroll through, but it's almost like too much going on. How MCP benefits blockchain, right? So they have this MCP type architecture to what they're doing, I guess is the best way that I could put it, right? And it's all about enables large language models to fetch on-chain data. Well, what were we just talking about? Oracles and on-chain data and being, fed. You have to fetch it, you have to go get it, and then you have to aggregate it and put it together and feed it to your AI or feed it to your networks in general. It's not always AI, but data feeds are highly important, and they have been for a really long time. AI is just another example where you see it, but I mean, data feeds anywhere is highly important. So immediately empowers large language models to analyze real-time data on chain. And like I said the last time we went over this yesterday, this is a lot of techie information that I think a lot of people are just going to skim right over. So this is the type of thing we would do like a deep dive of at a later point when, I have my people who are really interested in it. Like a members only stream that we do at the end of every stream, except for today. But most days we do, and almost every day except for when I got something going on. There's the blues guy, knew he'd be here. Underground, my man, Melissa, the Queen of Manad, greetings, gratitude. Thank you for the super chat, the first one of the night. See if we can hit that goal of 5 super chats. Now, do have to let you guys know, I'm not getting off, don't worry, but I do have to go relatively early tonight. And that is at probably like an hour and a half for me. Usually we're 2 hours and then a members only stream. We've done streams like a couple weeks ago. Last week they were like 4.5 hours long. So, we put in the work, but sometimes I got things going on behind the scenes. I'm having a barbecue. So I didn't know I was. My brother brought over a bunch of ribs and then he was like, I'm going to go to work and when I get off, I'm going to come over. And I'm like, all right, let me know. Anyways, I hope everybody else is enjoying themselves. Supposed to be taking my son to Busch Gardens, which is like a theme park / zoo tomorrow. So that'll be a lot of fun as well. So I got a lot of things running here. And then very soon, then I got his birthday party on Sunday, which is way too many people coming to. And then I have, then I'm going to Miami, I think the 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th. To hang out with the reliable Jay. Hope he's in the house. Chocolate Salty says, good evening. Welcome in our resident airdrop professional. I'm just going to keep coming up with nicknames for you. All right, now let's jump over to CoinGecko. Refresh it. Let's take a look at that Fear and Greed Index. Fear and Greed Index at 26. Now, before we go any farther, I kind of want to tell you a little bit of a story to raise your crypto IQ. Now, why did we start putting it in a story format? So I do my talking points. Basically, we run through. It's a topic of the day. I do a topic of the day every day to try to raise your crypto IQ for the last week. And also, this week, what is it? Wednesday, Thursday? So 4 days here. We're talking about portfolios. And I think if you sleep on this information, or if this information is somehow new to you, oh man, this is good food for thought. I never tell you what to do because I'm not a financial advisor, and I wouldn't want to because I've gone over it multiple times. Building a portfolio is a very self-focused thing. Like, it's really about you. It's about how much money you have. It's about how much risk. It's about how much you understand the market, how much exposure you want to have, how much you want to split your money up or not split your money up. Those are really highly crucial things. So we're talking not completely abstract, but we're talking about the big ideas. Now we're going to start dialing it in even more. Said Underground is a busy man. Hope you have a lot of fun. Absolutely. Yeah. And then after I go to Miami, I think on the 14th, I'm going to Panama City. So I'm just like all over the place. So there's a lot going on this month. Campsta in the house. Welcome in. Welcome in. So when people build a crypto portfolio, they focus on ideas. What they believe in, what they think will move, and what feels like opportunity. Now, we talk about this a lot in the aspect of people have some money, maybe they're interested in crypto, maybe they've been here for a cycle, maybe they haven't. A lot of times they haven't been here for more than a year or two, right? A lot of times they come in when it starts to heat up and they've honestly missed most of the bear market. But they have a collection of buys, right? They have a collection of positions. That's not really, it is a portfolio, right? It could be your portfolio, but it's not a well thought out portfolio. It's not something, I don't want to say that you wouldn't be proud of, right? Because that sounds kind of jaded. But what I mean is that it's not structured. It's not well thought out. You didn't have a plan before you started buying random positions. And the next thing you know, you've deployed 50% or more of your capital and you realize you just bought hype trends. You bought meme coins people were talking about and you didn't exit them. You didn't exit them and leave them when everybody else left them because maybe you were down, maybe you bought too high to the top. And now you're under and you don't want to be under, so you want to hold. Well, that's good, but now you don't really have the ability to structure a portfolio. Maybe you could do a little bit better with your last 50%. But this is really what we're trying to focus on before you execute a bunch of capital. I'm going to stay here and work my butt off a few more weeks. Then, oh yeah, there you go, brother. There you go. Then it's palm trees and sunshine for you. All right. So where are we? So they focus on ideas rather than having a structure. And it's all about, maybe what they believe in. A lot of times it's hype being showed to you by influencers across YouTube, TikTok, X, Twitter. I don't know if we're still allowed to call it that. The other day I called it Twitter and somebody was like, that's not what it's called. And I was just like, yeah, but you know what I mean, okay? I never know who I'm talking to. Sometimes you're talking to older people and they still remember Twitter, and you say X and they don't know what you're talking about. So it's going to be a little bit of time. I just see that Mega ETH just got listed on Coinbase. That's cool. It's going to be a little bit of time before we all just start saying X and get rid of Twitter. Okay, but they don't think as much about sizing, right? So a lot of times when we talk about sizing in portfolios, we talk about it in the aspect of percentages, right? Because percentages are applicable or apply to any amount of money, and that's what makes it easy. See, if we talk about $1,000, right, and I'm like, I put 500 here and 500 there and 1,000 here and 200 there, and you're like, but I have 10,000 or I have $7,500. Put it a different number, right? And you're like, well, how much would I use? Percentages make that easy, right? So they don't think as much about sizing. How much of their portfolio is tied to each decision? And that's where things start breaking down, because size determines impact. Nobody laugh. Nobody laugh. A small position moving doesn't change much. So what we're saying here is if you split your money up too much, you might have something rip, like do 100% or 2x, but like you 2x $200 in a portfolio that's got $5,000 in it. That's not really making your day, versus if you had $1,000 in the position and you 2x'd it and you just made $2,000. Big difference. So you want to have exposure. It's like a delicate dance between exposure and overexposure, or having coins that are good but not trying to buy every single coin that you think is good. Very rookie mistake. I've made it before for sure. And it's always difficult because there's always that air of opportunity. Like, well, what if this coin does really, I'll just at least put $100 in it. But you do that 10 times and now that's $1,000. It's allocated into positions that have to moonshot. Like, they have to do something crazy, like a 25, 30, 40x to really be big to you, where if you just put the money in smaller things, a smaller move will be more money. So a small position moving doesn't change much. A large position moving changes everything. And when sizing is off, the entire experience becomes unstable. Too much in one position and now everything feels heavy. Too little in others and they don't really matter. That imbalance creates emotional pressure because now your portfolio isn't working as a system, it's reacting to a few decisions that you had made. And that's why sizing matters, not because it's technical, but because it shapes your experience in the market. And we're ready for our normal talking points that we will come back to in a minute. Again, Fear and Greed Index at 26 for those coming in. Let's hop over to TradingView and let's take a look at what Bitcoin is doing. I am in a long for Bitcoin. Hey, Mario says, hey, crypto is BTC, ETH, and some stables, right? Hey, that hot take. I think a lot of people would agree with you, though, on that. Why is TradingView not coming up? Because it wasn't up. It's very picky about what it allows me to pick. Let's try this again. All right, there we go. All right, back to Bitcoin. And we drew this falling wedge on the 4-hour, and we have a trend line of where the thing very clearly broke that trend line. Let's drop down to, say, the hour chart, though. We are still under the 200-day moving average. Let's see. Yeah, let's kind of fix this flag. That actually lines up a little better. Maybe we could line that one up a little better. There we go. Right. So, downtrend on the 4-hour. Your stochastics are turning around kind of in the middle. Kind of looks like it is flagging out here. Let's take a look at that on the 15-minute. Very interesting. Looked a little better on the 1-hour. Shoulder, head, and shoulder. And if it doesn't make a nice clean breakout, retest or not, I mean, you're probably coming down to the bottom of the channel, which is like 74.9. So we're watching this diligently. You could call it, slanted double bottom. It could easily make another shoulder for an inverted head and shoulder. Let's drop down to the 5. 5 still above the 200. Again, you can see that head and shoulder there in many different ways, maybe complex. But we are above the 200, price action above the 200, touching the 21 and getting a little bit of a bounce. Let's pull up Bookmap here, see what Bookmap says. So the closest liquidity is above us at like 78,000. There's 654 BTC there, and that's much closer. But there is some under us down at, say, 73,500. There's 764, so there's more hot liquidity there, but it's farther away. And we do have some liquidity at like 75,500, but it's small. It's like 300 BTC. And here come some big sell orders coming in right now on Le Bookmap. The happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts, right? Gratitude and depression, they just can't exist in the same place. Start each day with a positive thought and a grateful heart. Storms make people stronger, and they never last forever. Very, very, very true words there. Truest words ever spoke. All right, let's go. Head and shoulder, measured move pretty much played out. So like on the 1 minute here, I wouldn't be scared of this head and shoulder because that's played out. And where are we going from here? We're bouncing on the 200. We didn't really make like a nice flag. Like we did start to kind of do something here. I love to study price action, guys. It's a lot of fun to do the TA even after the moves. Everybody's always here. I even will go back and do some things elsewhere. Now, you didn't really get the fulfillment of that move. Then you kind of had a range. Remember, a head and shoulders and stuff like this is very much in a range. I don't know if everybody really realizes that. Support and resistance range. And now we dipped out of it, common dolphin dip, right? But now we're back in the range. So can we hold that range? We'll be monitoring it as the show goes on. Anybody have anything else they want to go over? We were looking at Sky AI, and I don't know what's up with this thing. It just continues to go. And it's in a slanted channel, like a slanted Bart Simpson, right? Is it eventually going to come down? And look at this measure move that we drew off of this little flag. I mean, you're 80% of it for sure. Let's pull how much you would be up from that flag we did. Yeah, 32%. Even in spot, that's not bad. Again, here's a good example. If you bought $100 of this and you were up 32% and you were up, $32, not amazing. If you bought $1,000 worth of it and you're up $320, well, that'll do something for your life. I guess it depends on what level of life you're living there. If you're a big baller, I guess that's not going to do much for you at all. So we had this rising channel, more of a little bit of a flag, and it broke down, and it looks like it's doing the cup and handle here. Let's make it a little bigger. I mean, can you see it? Can you see the cup and handle without me having to draw it? That is the question. So here we go. Bang. And if you just even treat this as a measured move, I like it better over here. For a falling wedge, you've got the breakout. Looks like you could go back to these highs up here, right? At about 0.01. This is Pengu, right? This is Pengu. Nice cup and handle on Pengu there, Blues guy. Reliable J in the house. What's up, brother? Thank you for being here. I appreciate you greatly. Felt like a very slow start to the stream. I don't know what I'm talking about. The stream, but I knew everybody would show up. Sometimes I don't try to talk fast. I just talk fast. All right, guys? I apologize. Sometimes I say crazy stuff. Jupiter, let's see. Yep, that fell out of that. We tried to put it in a flag. It was not a beautiful thing there. We're projecting a lot of the times. That doesn't mean that I would have took that trade, just for the record. Plume, Lab, a lot of things had fallen down. Shiba Inu, Shiba Inu stayed pretty flat actually. Let's go to the 4 hour on that one. Like like a very ascending triangle. Can fix this up a little bit. Those usually break down. Yes, bro, I'm in another long on Pengu. Let's see. Yep, cup and handle there. Zcash. 4 hour looking very interesting. Let's go ahead and take a look at Zcash on the 4 hour. Delete all the TA. And I see a very large flag. Zcash to $502 on the 4 hour. Could happen a little earlier, it could happen a little bit tighter, but either way, about $500. And then if you see the VRVP, big gap for the VRVP. So we want to set a limit here for, like, if you lose this yellow line, which got a nice distance away from it, it's like you're rejecting from the trend line, which is exactly what you kind of expect. You expect it to kind of come down. And if you lose this support and resistance level here, you're going probably pretty quickly into this hole, which doesn't stop till really I would say $219, but you could say even like $248. So I would be in this flag looking to long, and then if you broke down out of it and lost this level, open the short, which is basically if you lose the 2 hour on the 4, if you close the candle, not just break under it, if you close a candle or two underneath the 200 daily moving average for Zcash, looks like a nice short. And especially if Bitcoin is kind of doing the same thing, a downward fall. What else do we got here? Chip USD. Let's see. We put a little bit of a trade together here. What I like about Chip USD is if it falls, it's going to have to go lower than it's ever been before. So that gives a little bit more confidence to the trade, in my opinion. And you still had a 4-to-1. Now you can move it to where it is now. And a lot of times I see these falling wedge still play out. They just take a minute. They'll round, they'll cup and handle, but then they'll eventually play out. So that would be an interesting move here. What else do we want to look at? Anybody want to look at the QQQ? Just messing with you guys. QQQ starting to kind of lose that beautiful trend line, but it's holding above its 21. I'm just messing with you guys. We're not going to spend a ton of time on the QQQ. I was trying to put Clanker in a flag. It did not work. It did not want to comply. It was ugly. Let's go take a look at something else. Why am I at the top of my list? So Lab has been on the radar. Trying to move through these quickly. I don't want to spend a bunch of time on coins that aren't even really trending today. Yep, lost that support and resistance, still hanging out underneath it. Katana had huge moves, has really pulled back a lot. Is just basically living on the 4-hour 200. I'm not a big fan of that coin. See, I don't like to trade a lot of those coins that are just everywhere, that are new, or they're just kind of just like a random coin. They haven't proven themselves, right? Kind of like a Livermore cylinder here with the breakout just starting to happen. Still under the 200 on the 4-hour. Kind of going up to test the 1-hour 200 and the 4-hour 200. Very interesting stuff there. All right, so let's bounce back over, see what's trending over on Crypto Rank. Trending coins. What some other traders do, I see, is they take USDT dominance. Yep, very familiar with that. We'll tell them what BTC is doing. It works most of the time. Just know, Camsta, they can pump together. It's not a guarantee. But it works. It works probably 85% of the time. There is like a 10 to 15% chance of them both pumping in or dumping in the same direction. It does happen. I've seen it. So if USDT dominance is up, BTC dumps. If dominance is down, BTC moon mission. Yeah, it works most of the time. Make this the top 20. All right, and we've been having a lot of new coins. Hopefully we've covered a lot of these new coins. Again, Mega ETH on the radar for the token generation event. A coin I wouldn't mind holding a little bit of, but let's see if we can get some better prices. It's very new. It's very hard when they first come out, because sometimes they'll first come out and just moon. Sometimes they'll come out and dump a bunch and then quickly recover. And sometimes they'll dump a bunch and then never really recover or do anything. So, I mean, you have to look at how they were implemented, right? How many seed rounds they did, how much they sold to private investors or VCs, venture capitalists. Stuff like that becomes highly important. So we got Mega ETH, first digit, and Polkadot. Ugh, not big on Polkadot. I don't know why it would be trending. I haven't seen anything amazing come out of Polkadot in a really long time. Multiple cycles. So we have Fence, which is a new coin. We're just going to read the description real quick. Fence is a tech platform that automates asset-backed financial facilities with real-time monitoring and cash flow, right? So they have a service, and they've raised $21.9 million. Could do well within like the private sector of people who need it. The average day person is not trying to use that. Squads is a multi-sig system for managing shared crypto assets and transactions. Again, very much geared towards big financial, right? Institutions and stuff. They're going to manage multi-sig systems, right? Multi-signature systems, like something you would have in a big company where multiple people have to sign something or sign it simultaneously in order to approve like a transaction or something like that. You wouldn't want to give the keys to just anybody, right? That has not worked out a lot. And all of these coins that we're looking at, this one's raised $40 million. They have no token generation yet, right? So that's why it says NA, nothing, because there is no token yet. I hope that's very clear to everybody. So XO Market. And that's a good point that you brought up, Cansta. We'll start looking at the USDT dominance more often. So total raised here by XO Markets is 6.5 million, but what is it? It's new to me. XO Market is a decentralized platform where anyone can create and trade real-time prediction markets. Not another prediction market. Man, who needs another prediction market? We just really don't. I think everybody just wants to make money off of people making their predictions. But we just have, I mean, you can do prediction markets on Coinbase. You can do prediction markets on Jupiter, on your Solana wallet. Like, it's everywhere. And somebody's like, you know what's a good idea? Another prediction market. So lame. Brazil presidential election winner. Democratic presidential nominee 2028. I mean, how long does that run for? 6 months ago. I mean, it has 426 days left. And there's $65,000 in it. It's very interesting if you ask me. The odds probably go way down as you get much closer, right? Dude, I love this one. Will China invade Taiwan before Grand Theft Auto 6 is released? It's pretty funny. A lot of people say no. Very funny. Prediction markets are hilarious. I just don't have the time or energy or care to bother with being all over all these predictions all the time. Apparently you can have like 3-cent predictions and stuff, and people are talking about like just put 3 cents on like ridiculous odds, and if they play out, you get pretty paid compared to the 3 pennies that you put in it. So Sky AI, we already went over. Blockworks. Blockworks is cool. I like Blockworks. It's one of those things where it's like, it's very useful. I don't really think it's something I would want to hold the coin of. And that's something that's really like a good food for thought kind of thing, because it's cool, it's useful, but unless they can show me an obvious way where the money goes into the market cap, I'm out on buying the coin. Now, the coin's not out yet, but I'm talking about when it comes out. So Blockworks is a crypto data and media platform providing research, news, and market analytics. We looked at this yesterday, and I thought it was really cool. Like, it just has a lot of data. So if you're somebody who's very specifically tapped into something, this is a place to do it. Here's a good example. Blue Sky's all about Flare. Let's see what happens. I haven't actually looked up Flare, so hopefully it's not a dud. Yep, Flare. And then let's see if they have some tags. Let's see if they have some datas here for us. Okay, we have Flare itself. Okay, they do have a trading view plugin. I love that. Okay, but I want to quickly move to like categories and stuff like that. So frequently asked questions, unlock crypto's most powerful research platform. Yeah, I want you to subscribe. So they had a lot of data and analytics. I would hope that they would organize them a little bit better. So like I type in Flare and then I scroll down and I get like all the Flare related ecosystem stuff, because they had a lot under analytics for different data sets, for different categories, stuff like that. Now, it is pretty new. I'm sure they'll tweak it, stuff like that, and keep making, amendments. You got your crypto ETF inflows. And we frequent a lot of different, CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko, CryptoRank, all of these different things. And in all honesty, a lot of them don't have as much data points as these have, right? Treasury companies, crypto treasury companies, aggregated trading volume for the day, and some nice charts. Lending, total revenue, total decentralized exchange revenue, even gives you the different ones. You could come here and look at like Meteora, right? Meteora is very interesting. Well, we took it off, I guess. We want to put it on. Very interesting. You could turn all of them off and then hit the one you want, and then you only see Meteora. See, I don't see this type of function on CoinGecko. I just don't. So if I'm somebody who's like, oh, Meteora put out a coin, not too long ago, they token generated a coin, and I wanted to really wanted to be hyper focused on it. And then I'm like, okay, well, Orca is their main competitor, right? Well, look, who's doing more? Meteora looks like it's doing a heck of a lot more revenue every day than Orca. Or maybe I'm trying to decide which ones I want to buy, right? That kind of stuff. Very interesting, very interesting. So there's a lot of stuff we could get into. I was talking about how in the members only we were going to dig more into this. Last night in the members only, me and Blues Guy were hanging out there at the end, and we were on stake.com. We turned $2 into $100. So that was a lot of fun. Sunny little tree in the house. Welcome in, welcome in. So Blockworks. I don't know why I'm always misspeaking. It's like I'm always doing it or I'm not. Blockworks is very interesting as a project. I just don't know if I'd want to hold their token, because it's like a lot of times the tokens of these projects don't do anything all that amazing. Legend.trade. Is this another decentralized exchange? Legends is a platform for social trading that allows users to compete in on-chain markets. Again, 5 million raised, no token. Says, bro, I totally fell asleep on my chair. Yeah, I figured that's what happened, man, because all of a sudden you were just gone, and I was like, I bet he fell asleep. So trade against the world here. Prove your skills, trade with friends and against foes, get match made in real time versus other players. Okay, so you actually, it's like esports of trading. It's kind of cool. Legend is for the spectacle. Legend is where thousands of traders come together live every day to interact, find alpha, and make their own entertainment. Together, Legends surface the best traders because learning from the best is how you make money. Legends don't write themselves. Cool idea. Definitely a cool idea. Looks like they have an app. Doesn't look like it's ready yet, though, because I hit continue with X and nothing happens. I'll be monitoring that one. That one's pretty cool. Maybe we could put like a plugin into Discord or something. I don't know if they have that. Then you have SoDot. Again, a lot of tokens coming out, guys. It can feel a little overwhelming. You just got to focus. 100 million, or just come to the stream and I'll break it down for you. 100 million raised here for SoDot. SoDot is an MPC key management infrastructure designed for building custodial products with full control. Anybody notice a trend here? They're building a lot of infrastructure and management type tools for big money, for smart money, institutions, banks even, right? Wax P on the radar. That's interesting right there. Exponent has raised 7 million. Exponent is a Solana-based exchange with yield aggregator. So it's a Solana exchange, okay. Another decentralized exchange incoming. This is like a bubble of decentralized exchanges. They're not all gonna make it. It's hard for me to believe they're all gonna make it here. This is coming soon. Okay, what about the one you supposedly already have? Okay, so V2 coming soon. Earn fixed yields. Okay, so it doesn't look like it's a decentralized exchange, at least not yet. Maybe that's what V2 is. They have yields here, right? Current fixed APY, 13.6%. Seems to be like the best one here. There's 12 days left of it. Let's go to the farm. I mean, the farm is just the same information represented, right? So no liquidation risk. Although buying YT yield gives leveraged exposure to the underlying yield, holding yield share tokens is a spot position and there's no risk of liquidation or Oracle error. So they say. This is their website, right? I do believe that you probably can't get liquidated, but the fact there could be no Oracle error, that's kind of hard. Unless they're just going to make you whole, right? Effective exposure. Whatever this is, like 200x, it's kind of crazy. This has only 2 million in it. This has 26 million in it. Very interesting. So if you're looking for yield and stuff like that, I would highly recommend something like Flare over this, but you know, you do what you want to do with your money. That is the freedom of choice. Wax P, very interesting blockchain. If you're not an OG in the Web3 space, you probably have no idea what Wax is. If you are an OG in the Web3 space, then you definitely know what Wax is. Think zero transaction fees, right? Book of Meme back on the radar. And which one? Because it got a little out of hand. There was like Book of Meme on like multiple different platforms. There were copies. There were so many different things going on with BOEM or Book of Meme that it got a little crazy. And I think people didn't know which one they were supposed to be buying. Bello we talked about yesterday. It's a digital wallet for freelancers to receive international payments in stable coins and crypto. If I go to the website, it's really lackluster. It's really for like South America, right? And there's a lot of virtual assistants is what they normally call them. They're just people that you're hiring digitally, right? I guess they're virtual, but they're more like digital assistants. But I guess that doesn't sound as cool. I don't know. But it's like Fiverr, but for hiring assistants and stuff. You can get the work done really cheap, but for them, it's good money. It's a good trade-off, in my opinion. I would love to use it. Chainlink, Bio Protocol, we've talked about quite a bit. We've done quite a few charts for it. Circle Internet Group, Ondo Tokenized. I keep pointing these out, right? A lot of people, you hear them talking, and it's very bottom of the market talk, right? Ondo's not pumping. Ondo's not doing anything. RWAs were supposed to be great. And then they say all of this stuff like in the bottom, or let me be clear, I don't know if we're at the bottom, but at least a very local bottom in like a double bottom in a bear trend over a macro time scale. Okay, so let's just call it a bear market that maybe has found a bottom or not, but they're saying this stuff like Ondo's not doing anything. I keep seeing all of these different assets that you would be familiar with from your stock market being tokenized, and it's being tokenized with Ondo. Like, I don't see 5, 6, 7, 8 other companies doing it. It's just Ondo, 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 Ondo. And every once in a while there's another one in there, but it's mostly Ondo. So who does it seem like is moving quietly behind the scenes? Ondo. Just throwing that out there. Never financial advice. You buy what you want to buy. Let's look at those top gainers, top losers. So I haven't looked at it on here in a long time. Let's go to CoinGecko and look at them, because I'm hoping it'll be less confusing. Still have a pool time wax open from good times. Alien World, yes. You're an OG if you know Alien Worlds. I still have, staked wax as well. I think you were the one that told me, like, hey, man, you got to, like, constantly sign every day if you want to even get anything. I had lost track of it a long time ago. Not as biased as Flare, though, LOL. Ondo will be huge. Yeah, I think Ondo will be great. Now, will the coin itself move dramatically? I hope so. I own a little bit of Ondo. I couldn't even tell you what it's worth or any of that. It's been a while since I looked at it. It's stored away somewhere. Let's see. I wanted to go to top gainers, top losers. Let's do that. So, top gainers, Bedrock. It's very interesting. Meme Horse or M Horse. We've seen that before. Block Street coming back. Top gainer of the day is 83.5%, and it is Bedrock. So that's very interesting. Collector Crypt. I'll tell you. Does anybody know what Cards is? Does anybody know what it is? It's like a digital online trading for collectibles kind of project. It's a really cool idea. But I keep, every time I think about it, I just think about the very obvious flaw here with this, right? And that is, you send them your physical stuff, and then they're going to digitalize it, and you're going to get like an NFT for it. That part is cool. But what happens when Collector goes bankrupt? And all of those collectible merchandise are sitting, and you guys watch. I don't want to put a bad omen out there. Hopefully none of you guys are going to do any of this stuff. But when they go bankrupt, all of the stuff sitting in their warehouse that are digitalized into NFTs and stuff are going to be considered assets. And whose assets are they going to be considered? Not yours. Not just because you have a digital representation of them on the blockchain, they're not going to consider them yours. They're going to consider them the company's. And in order to cover their, whatever financial stuff they need to cover, those assets will be auctioned off for a fraction of the price of what they're worth to another company that they most likely also own. And they will buy all the assets for absolutely nothing. You will lose them. This is just my opinion. We see it happen all the time. What do you think happens, guys, when there's an exchange? They say not your keys, not your crypto. Let's use Voyager, because Voyager was one that I had, I don't know. When it went down, I think I had like $800 in it, right? And all of those crypto assets are the people's, right? Because they're custodying them. They have all the legal transactions. They have all of the debit card, purchases and stuff like that. Like, they have all the legal proof that says, hey, these people own these assets. But that doesn't matter. They treat them as if those are the company's assets, and they auctioned them off for pennies on the dollar. And somebody bought up. Oh man, it gets way worse too, because the valuation that they gave for them, that they sold them, were the value of them in the bottom of the bear market, not the value of where you bought them, right? Because that's what they're worth. And so imagine you were a company. I'm just throwing this out there. It's hypothetical, not accusing anybody, but say I was Sinister and I started a company like that. I racked up a ton of customers and people that bought and had all of these assets under my control. And then I ran the company into the ground, went bankrupt, and used one of my other big companies, right? Throw some money at some people, you know what I'm saying, to get me in there as one of the people who could buy. And then I buy all of those assets from everybody at the bottom of the bear market prices. And now I own, through my other company, all of those assets. Now the difference is, in my other company that was the centralized exchange, I had a record of all the people who actually owned them. I couldn't take them and do whatever I wanted with them. I mean, don't tell Sam Bankman-Fried this, but he didn't seem to get the concept. But we just bankrupt the company and then buy all the assets for a fraction of what they're actually worth at the bottom of the bear market. And now I own all of them outright. It's legal theft. It's legal theft. If you've never thought about the concept, these exchanges and things that go down might not be going bankrupt because they can't manage money. They might purposely be going bankrupt. It's just a thought. Rivcoin, never heard of it. It's up 30%. Let's go check it out. Says that's why staking on Flare is important. Wow, Rivcoin is Rivping. I was going to try to do something with the Riv. It didn't work out. Let's ignore that I tried to do that. This thing's been around since March 25th, 2026, and it has ripped 6,500%, 6,577% if you want to be super exact. Somebody out there was thinking that. I got you. 49 million in market cap, 8.9 billion total supply, circulating supply, 4 billion. Why do I want to say million so bad? 4 billion circulating supply. So not even 50% there. Solana address. What is it? I don't know what it is. Riv. Why do I feel like somebody was talking to me about this the other day? So the vaulted crypto ecosystem. Riv Capital Ecosystem, Luxembourg-based financial holdings company, founded in 2021 to implement the investment strategy of this guy, Roberto Riviera. That's why it's probably called Riv. And derivatives trader with more than 30 years of experience. Oh, sorry, I suddenly lost interest. I don't really care what this is. Just not my cup of tea. Sky AI tagger, and now we're down in, like, when you get down to like just like a 20% pump, it's not amazing at all. Sometimes you can go into the like real low stuff here and maybe try to catch something that's just started to move but hasn't had its big rip yet. Let's go see what the top loser of the day is. It's Mega ETH, but it just token generated. A lot of people probably dumped it who got in early. They were automatically up 5, 10 or more X's, and so they just dumped it, right? That doesn't really surprise me. It shouldn't really surprise anybody. Fluent and Blend are new coins, and they are down. Fluent is Blend, sorry. Fluent and Pharaoh. Based is down. It's a decentralized exchange. It didn't seem like it was going to do that well, but it's zero base. ZBT. What is this? Zerf, bro. Interesting price action. Max chart says October 16th, 2025, 43.5 million Ethereum base and BNB contracts. Let's go take a look at it. Zerobase.pro. Oh, I remember this website for sure. Anybody remember this? Somebody should remember this, right? We're exploring like Stephen Hawkins in the house, right? Favorite rapper. Your favorite rapper's favorite rapper. Favorite video game right here. I'm doing that on purpose. I can drive it. Let's go play some soccer. Can he do it? Let's see if I can get a clear shot. It's like if Stephen Hawking's. Oh, totally missed the ball. All right, that did not work. Dude, it is so like sensitive, the controls. Let's go. Oh, I think I missed. Definitely missed. Where'd the ball go? Why did they put him in a wheelchair? Like, is this like a tribute to like somebody other than Stephen Hawking? Yo, let me turn the screen. How do I turn the screen? Wheel in and out. Okay. Oh, we can boost. We have boost capabilities. Guys, I can't find the soccer ball because I can't turn. the frame. What a fail. Oh, this is brutal. Oh, I found the soccer ball. Can we get the soccer ball back in the thing? You guys are like, what is wrong with you? What in the world are you doing? Come on. Can't see anything. It keeps recorrecting the screen. It's driving me nuts. Oh, I did it. Pro. Apparently I can't go through the goal. Dang it. Come on. Now I'm just getting like, I wouldn't even call it competitive. I'm just like fixated on trying. Oh, the ball's getting away. Dude, they made this so difficult. What is going on? Oh, I see the ball. I just can't find my person. There we go. Can underground wheelchair soccer this into the goal? I don't know. No, it's getting. I don't know how to stop it. Oh, wrong way. This is ridiculous. All right. Anyways, this is what I remember this project for. So good for them. Why they made this, absolutely no idea. I don't know what purpose this serves at all. Zero Base, the cryptographic trust layer for global finance, proving the world's open. And it just takes you back to the website. That's really weird. Oh, is this a ramp of some type? Come on, please be a ramp. Not a ramp. All right, never mind. Now I see clearly not a ramp. I don't know. Whoever pitched this idea, I mean, what were you thinking, dude? What was supposed to be the point of this thing? Official Guinness World Records. Most contributions to a trusted setup for zero knowledge proof in 2-month time frame. That can't be a real thing. That's like, it's like I won a game of poker on a Wednesday while it was raining with lightning striking in a 1 mile, vicinity. It's like, what? It's not a real thing. You're like, Guinness World Record, get over here. Officialize this. Officialize it immediately. All right, so after I got off on way too far of a tangent here, trillions of dollars in financial transactions require trust, yet current audit solutions are inefficient and fragmented. Newsflash, they're stealing lots of the money. Real-time zero-knowledge proof generation. ZK, anybody down with the zero knowledge? Are you more of a homomorphic encryption kind of guy, Where do you sit? Latest proofs review. I'm on one today. I don't know what my problem is. Have I scared everybody off? So let's stop talking about this now. But I remember that project for sure. I was in a long. Let's see. Are we up or are we down? It looks like we're down. But it doesn't make any sense because, we have to be up. That doesn't make any sense. We're above the green line. We are up a whopping 4%, 58 cents. Let's go. I'm long. Let's look at the liquidation heat map here. He says, yep, yeah, I scared everybody off. They didn't like wheelchair soccer, man. I mean, I'm low-key offended. And look, we've just been stuck in this range for a while. Liquidity on both sides. It's ticking up. Is it going to go take out, or is it just going to kind of pop into this liquidity like it did here? Just kind of popped in the liquidity and then just continue to go sideways. I think it's about to hit the top of the channel. I'm building my short. All the best of the luck to you. We'll see who wins that one. All right, let's go back to our talking points. We were talking about portfolios. We got to reel it in. We got to bring it back to something, highly informative. So sizing determines impact. It's not just what moves. It's how much you have in it. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. Example position ranges. Core position, 5 to 15% per position, right? That is the foundation your long-term holds. 2 to 8% per position, strong altcoins, right? Growth layer, moderate risk. Narrative plays, 1 to 5%, higher volatility, shorter term potential. Greenfinger says, "Sup gang, why am I awake now?" You're awake for the Underground Crypto Deep Dive show, obviously. Overexposure creates instability. Too much in one position equals emotional stress, reactive decisions, and loss of balance. Exposure limits impact. Too small of a position, no meaningful outcome. If it pumps, it won't matter. Again, you get a 5x on $100, you make $400, nothing all that exciting. You get a 4x on $1,000, you make, for a lot of your average people, $4,000, that's meaningful. $10,000, 4x, far more meaningful. You get the point. So sizing should match conviction plus risk. Not everything deserves the same allocation. Your portfolio is a system. Each position plays a role. Sizing keeps the system balanced. Said, "I'm low lev, so I can take a bit more of a pump. Just cash out and let it fall when you get some green." There you go. Then we could win together, right? Core insight here, it's not just picking the right stuff, it's picking the right sizes of the stuff as well. Fighting so hard not to make any jokes here. All right, so follow the impact. Poor sizing is like 30% in one alt, 20% in another. The rest is very much scattered. One move really controls everything. Structured sizing is balanced exposure, controlled risk, layered position. The system stays intact. Let's go check out Chainers. Yeah. If we get a nice pump, I'll definitely have to take some off the table or at least move my stop loss up. I fell asleep before. I meant to do it and I fell asleep, and that's how I lost $10 out of my portfolio. So don't do that. Got turned around and then I was tired, so I laid down for a minute. Was not planning on going to sleep. Just laid down for a second, and next thing you know, it was morning. And I'm like, crap, and I roll over, look at my phone, and I'm like, had my stop loss triggered, and I was like, did it again. Let's go collect our daily rewards here on Chainers. We determined that we have made a whopping 62 cents in BNB. Hey, I do it for you guys. You guys don't have to do it. Maybe it goes way up as we collect more stuff. I'd be interested to see here. Was that the daily reward? No, that was just one of our random rewards here. What do we got? Final rare formula, win rookie dasher in Charlotte. Only 50 builds available. So win starts as a lab experiment is now your ticket to the top. No idea what's going on. What is this? Rare formulas. Only 6 days left. Disposable reagents. Is there a lab? Am I missing something? We have a farm. It would be cool if they added like a lab, and you have a farm and they add a lab. That would be pretty cool. Let's go to Atomic. Says that casino was fun last night. Yeah, it's always fun when you're winning. Turn $2 into $100, and they were $2 free dollars. Remember, those dollars were free. And yeah, it was definitely a lot of fun. Had a great time doing that. Boy, you hit good. Yeah, we hit definitely really. It's just like one thing after another. It was a lot of fun. That's for the members only, though. That's for the members only. I feel like I got to figure something out for the members only stream, because the best time for streaming, it seems like, for everybody to be here is like when we do our regular stream. At least that's what I like to think. That's why we do it at that time. But I really want to do a members only streams where we get into like a lot more fun stuff, but also deeper technical stuff. Like, it's just where even more sauce lives, right? But doing it right after the stream, one, makes for a very long night, which I'm okay with, but a lot of people don't come over to the members only stream, and I know that they have the members only status, so that makes me wonder, is it just too long? Is it just too long of a stream altogether, right? That's something I have to always remember. I have long stamina, right? I can do something for a really long period of time, and it doesn't really bother me. For a lot of people, they tap out, and I forget. When I'm with friends, loved ones or whatever, I notice that they get overwhelmed or just tap out or burnt out really fast. They're not used to like focusing and applying themselves. And other people also have stuff to do. Like, I'm not trying to make it like you suck because you don't have long-term focus. It's not what I'm saying. I get it. People have families and lives and stuff too. I wasn't really trying to make it like that. But anyways, the whole point is I would like to do that. Is there not enough interest, or is it just too late? Just too late for a lot of people. And I got to figure out another time to do it. But when would that time be, right? Because, I mean, if I do it at 10 o'clock in the morning, well, don't do that because that's when the lifer is. But if I do it at another time, who's all really going to be able to consistently be available? Most people are working, so I might just have to wait until the stream's bigger. I'll still do members only streams, but I guess they won't be as saucy or long of a stream. All right, we hit 1,000. Let's go ahead and see what they want to give us here. It's hard not to crash out on them. Oof. I just love the scatter shot. Had to do it. Bang. All right, let them take me out. See what we get. Same here, bro. We will do good. Then let's go. Yeah, bro, the VIP, LOL. You didn't even know it was there. Oh, yeah, the VIP. I had like $11 just chilling, waiting for me in bonuses. And I didn't even know that you got those. Blues guy is the one who actually told me about it. Crazy. All right, it's back to the farm. And again, my buddy is coming over. He should be here or on his way very soon. I got the ribs in the oven. I'm gonna finish them off on the grill. I haven't seen him in a long time. It's a really good friend of mine who I've known for, 16, 17, 18 years. But we're both kind of all over the place and busy, so we don't get to kick it much. So when he hit me up, I was like, all right, yeah, we gotta make something happen. So he dropped the ribs off earlier on his way to work. I'm like, I'll throw them in the oven. I'll have them ready so we can hit them on the grill when you get here. Still probably going to be like an hour, but whatever. Anyways, we're rolling into that underground crypto hangout. We do have our airdrop stuff to do. We did add some Litecoin VM stuff, Litecoin testnet stuff, right? Said I was talking about stamina, bro. I can smell that food. Enjoy. Absolutely. We will definitely enjoy it. It'll be real good when we finish them on the grill, or the Barbie, as I guess they would say in Australia. I don't think we have many people from Australia. Anybody from Australia on stream tonight? I just want to know. For a friend. All right, Robinhood GM. I still never found those other swaps. I don't even know where they would be. I probably could find them relatively easily if I took a couple of minutes to try to find them. Connect, confirm. Let's kind of roll through this in the background while we kind of hang out. It's Thursday. Tomorrow's DeFi Friday. Taking my son to Busch Gardens. So I'm going to try really hard to be here on time. But I'll keep you guys updated. I think there'll be a stream either way. Very, very, very small chance there's no stream. But it might be a little bit later. It might get pushed back to like 9 o'clock or 9:30. But I'm only going to push it back if I literally am on the road and not here. Then I can't do the stream, can I? You want me to do the stream live from my car? That would be a nightmare. I'm just kidding. I would not do that. I don't know how I would show you guys anything. There's Arc Testnet. Then we got Light VM. Forget which one we started doing, like Pharaohs, and he was like, yeah, don't do Pharaohs. We will be here, kind, underground. All right. Well, we'll see if I'm here. I think I will be. I just have no real frame of time. I think it's like an hour or so there, drive. So I'll map it. I'll try to make sure we leave. But it's like a birthday thing, so if it runs long, it might happen. But it's DeFi Friday, and I'm looking forward to jumping into some stuff. We haven't jumped into some crazy DeFi gaming in a while, so that'll be a lot of fun. No members only on Friday, and there won't be one tonight. Did you see the hack on Robinhood? No, I didn't, Mario. Tell me more about that. Let's go to ChatGPT. I'm on the wrong. I probably already got kicked out. No, Robinhood got hacked. I hope they don't touch my $13. I got $13 on Robinhood. They better protect my $13 with their lives. Kidding, of course. It's for the lawsuit that's soon to ensue from Robinhood. Yeah, that sucks. I don't want to say bad things about Robinhood because I want money from the Robinhood testnet, but I think a lot of us know how the majority of people feel about Robinhood in the crypto space. That's why, the worst thing they could do is not do a good airdrop for the real Web3 crypto people. That's the worst thing you could do, because then don't bother going and building a bunch of Web3 stuff, because core communities will not be supporting you if you really screw them over on their airdrops. Just a thought. If they were smart with the airdrops, they would use this as an opportunity to buy the love from the communities that already are not big fans. And we don't need them. We have Coinbase is on and off ramps and stuff, and then we have many other things. Yo, I'm doing terrible at this game right now. He said, do a little research 2 days ago, I think. Huh. How significant could it be if we've heard nothing about it? Yeah, I am going to do a little research on it for sure. Thanks for telling me that, Mario. I appreciate you. Can't be everywhere all the time. That is the power of community. That's why we seek to build strong community of people who really have different, I don't know what you want to call them, ambitions, interests, whatever it is, hobbies, I don't know. Some people like games more than other things. Some people are very into yield farming. Some people are very into, I don't know, metaverse, whatever it is, SocialFi. Trading is a big one, right? And so definitely want to bring a collective of people so that we can share the wealth of knowledge from everybody, and not just as much as you can do with your own brain, because it's not nearly as much compared to the hive, right? We want the hive mind. I don't think that's a good way to put it. Let's see what we have here. Apparently Robinhood had a hack about 2 days ago. Can you tell me more about this? So we don't mix up real security instruments with rumors, scam. Okay. Looks like this wasn't a Robinhood hack in the sense of customer accounts or funds being breached. It was a phishing attack that abused a flaw in Robinhood's account creation email system, which is why it looked especially convincing. Okay. Got you. So they were just phishing. A lot of people who talk about hacks and stuff don't realize that hacks don't happen as much as you really think they are. Most of the time nowadays, everything is phishing, right? It's getting people to give you the information willingly. So in a way, it was kind of a hack, I guess, because they got into Robinhood's account creation email system. So Robinhood users received emails from no reply at Robinhood with subjects like your recent login to Robinhood. Because the emails came through Robinhood's real email infrastructure, they could pass normal email checks and look legitimate. You can't even trust your legitimate emails. All right. I hope Robinhood is going to make people whole, because this is not a fisher using, a close looking email. This is their exact email that's fraudulent that they're putting through. So the attackers apparently abused Robinhood's account creation by injecting HTML into a device metadata field. That malicious content then showed up inside Robinhood's real automated email template, making it look like an official security alert about an unrecognized device, which would get most people, and they would be rightful so. So now here what we're saying is, you get an email from Coinbase, Robin, and it says, hey, there's an unrecognized device logging into your account. And you're like, you double, triple, quadruple check it. You maybe run the email through ChatGPT, and it's like, no, this is the official email for them. And you still lose your money. I don't know, man. It's kind of crazy. Robinhood said it was not a breach of its system or customer accounts. It said personal info and funds were not impacted. The company statement told people to delete the emails and avoid clicking suspicious links. But how would you know if it was suspicious if it's coming from the legitimate email, right? Crazy. The danger was that the email linked a fake Robinhood login page meant to steal users' name and password. Somebody was very smart in the way that they executed this. Do not click anything in the emails. Yeah. No, once you already know about it, it's probably too late. This is why I don't check my email, guys. I don't check my email because they could be trying to fish me. It's just easier if I never check my email. I'm just kidding. Kidding about that part. Please give me all relevant cryptocurrency news for today, and also anything relevant to cryptocurrency trending across X. I did it. I officially didn't say Twitter for once. Well, we did the research. I hope you learned something, Mario, because I definitely didn't know anything about that. See what it gives us for some news. I realize we haven't done a lot of news lately. Hasn't been a lot of big news, has there? Market snapshot. We already know about prices. Biggest stories of the day. Bitcoin conference hype is not moving the price much. It never really does. BTC 2026 is happening in Las Vegas, or Bitcoin 2026. But the price action has been underwhelming. I don't really know why they expect these events to move Bitcoin price. I don't really. Because who's like, all right, I've waited for the moment until I go to the conference to buy Bitcoin. No, a lot of those people they own Bitcoin. They've been owned Bitcoin long time. Think about Sam. He's going to the conference. He's owned Bitcoin. He didn't just like buy $1 million worth of Bitcoin just because he was going to Las Vegas to the Bitcoin conference. So that part, like, I never understand why they're like, the conference didn't do anything for the price. It's just like, no shit. Duh, of course it didn't do anything for the price. It's a conference, not a buying crypto festival. Anyways, I digress. So, Bitcoin bulls trying to build momentum around conference while BTC is still struggling below 80K level. Eric Trump also made a very bullish 1 million BTC prediction at the event. I'm sure. Did he put a time frame on it? That would be a lot more eventful, which is getting attention, but the market is not treating the conference hype enough. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot you could say there. True, you get shorts of the highlights and it reaches new people. Said I guess what the event get people thinking and talking about crypto. Sure, I could see the event moving like a smaller coin or something like that. If people were really bullish on it, they showed up. There was like a bunch of speakers, like the founder of, I don't know, pick a smaller coin. What's one that would come to mind? Like Ondo. Like if the founder of Ondo was there talking, making $1 million Ondo predictions, that might move Ondo. But BTC is just too big for there to be a big meaningful move, more than like 1 or 2%. So macro is still the real boss. Feds, bond yields, oil, and tech stocks. Crypto sold off alongside broader risk assets after the Fed decision and rising yield concerns. There you go. Bitcoin ETF flows are mixed. Strong April, weaker late month action. And you could use that, what was it, Blockwork? Had a lot of ETF inflow data. So DeFi security is the ugliest story right now. Crypto hacks reportedly topped 630 million in April, the worst since February 2025, with DeFi exploits, right? Is this the stuff about Kelp? Yep, Kelp DAO, North Korea's infamous hacker group. They stole 292 million. Layer 0 bridge. Yep, it's always the bridges, guys. It's always the bridges. That's where the most exploit happens. TRM Lab says North Korean linked hacks account for 70%. So it's just North Korea stealing all the money. That's where it's going. Very interesting. I don't know if they ever deal with North Korea. I hope that they get all the crypto money that was hacked back. It's a long-term investment. Everybody wants to get rich quick. Yeah, absolutely they do. Robinhood hack was more accurately a phishing email issue. Yeah, we went over that. What's trending on X? Crypto is the most muted topic on X. I don't know what that means other than literally X is muting it. This is the funniest and most important social trend today. X head of product, this guy, reportedly said crypto is the most muted topic on X since the platform launched its snooze feature, ranking ahead of politics. Oh, I see what they're saying. So they have a snooze feature and people snooze. Yeah, because they're probably showing it to the wrong people. There's a level of this that's really jaded, right? Because how do you put like a serious project like Coinbase or Ondo or BTC, and then you're gonna put those like alongside a bunch of nonsense meme coin stuff that nobody's ever heard of and don't care about, and they're probably snoozing the heck out of all of that crap. I bet you it's not a ton of XRP stuff that's getting snoozed. So I think that's very skewed. They need to like put meme coins in a different category than all of rest of crypto. I would love to see the analytics on that. Like how much of it is like Bitcoin, XRP, Coinbase, like Ondo, like real projects, and how much of it is just meme coin garbage influencers, meme coin influencers that people are just, they're absolutely snoozing those. I'd be snoozing them. I didn't know I could do that. XRP Las Vegas is dominating part of crypto Twitter, of course. I'm sure there's tons of stuff posting all kinds of stuff from there. Bitcoin 80K is the key meme market level. DeFi hack discourse is heating up. Yep, we already went over that. I don't know why it has to angle everything for the stream. Bitcoin traders, crypto rushes to bail out decentralized lenders targeted by hacked. Hackers exploit Robinhood account. Yeah, we went over that. Robinhood sinks as earnings miss the cryptocurrency. Maybe they just needed a really good story for why, hot take. Maybe Robinhood did this on purpose so that they would not be in the spotlight for missing their revenue. All right, we did the new stuff. That's why Flare is amazing. No chance of attack. That bridge, yeah. Don't forget scams, so on. Exactly. There's so many garbage coins being pumped. I called attention coins that will fail. That money should go to BTC long-term holds. Exactly. But they're promising people quick, fast money, and so they're hoping. People are hopeful that they're going to get that quick, fast money, and who knows if they really will. Most likely not. Mostly it's the people who originated the coins, and they're mostly not legit players in the space, right? And most of them are taking all your money. You ever seen the interviews with the people who make the coins? Like, they did an interview with a bunch of like scammers, right, who make a lot of these coins and then rug pull them. They were all like wearing masks and stuff like that. It goes around a lot on Instagram and stuff. And they're like, well, it's not illegal. It's like, yeah, I guess so. Not enough regulation. It's old. There might be a lot more regulation nowadays than there was then. That's why I don't like the pump.fun stuff. Dang, he did grab that, huh? Need health. Got him. Let's go. Got another one. Definitely get an MVP on this level. Dang, I can never shoot good through there. Ooh, he stomped him out quick. He almost got me. And that's a wrap. Well, I hope everybody enjoyed the show. Like I said, it was going to be a shorter stream tonight, and we're right at that point. It's 10:08. Started at 8:30. 10:30, obviously 2 hours. Not a whole lot more to go over here without literally going into a bigger subject and spending a ton of time. So I'm going to go ahead and jump off. I hope you guys will come hang out tomorrow. I hope that I can make it normal time. I'll keep everybody updated in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, please join the Discord. It is linked down in the chat. I will certainly catch you guys later. And yeah, we'll be back Friday, hopefully, but then also we have Saturday, where I don't think I have any conflicting things on Saturday. So okay, bro, have a great time. I absolutely will. We're gonna go throw some ribs on the grill. I gotta go get the grill fired up. Of course, charcoal, like wood charcoal, not anything else. I don't know what other kind of charcoal there would be. But anyways, I will catch you guys later. I will say goodbye as many times as I want to say goodbye. Thank you, Blues Guy, for the super chat today. You're awesome, man. I appreciate the support. We did not reach our goal, but that is okay because it is a short stream today. Was fun. See you, everyone. Yep. And custom emojis. All right. Stay underground. Stay crypto. Underground crypto. Out.